Namaste, Sacred Masters, and welcome to this pick a card session for your shadow work. We have the deck shuffle and 3 random cards from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck placed before you. If you want to purchase this deck, look for the link in the description box below. You can pause the video and take your time to see if any of these cards resonate with you, and then use the time code in order to jump to the card you choose. This is card 1, 2, and 3. Don't forget there are many more pick a card videos to choose from. You can find them in my playlist, Shadow Work Pick a Shadow Card, on my channel's main page, so don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell for more pick a card sessions. After you pick your card, I will explain what each card means in the book. Now, the book's description is poetic and can be confusing sometimes, but for the sake of sharing, I will read it out, then give you my interpretation of it. You will hear my interpretation when I remove my mask and speak with my normal voice. I will also give you a shadow prompt in order to get started on some shadow work based on the card you pick, together with Grabovia codes to help with your shadow work sessions, or sometimes a link to another video relating to the matter. Alright, let's get started. Pick a card and jump to the timestamp. The card you pick is the Masquerade, represented by the waning gibbous moon, and is illustrated with a man's face, young in the flesh and in posture, with a wide open shirt. Over him appears the most complicated and baroque hat straight from the Venetian carnival. The sentence that resonates with it is, "Under the guise of Cupid, I will come to you. Under the guise of a thief, I will fly away." This card talks guilt in taking the mask of Don Juan or Donna Juana. The seducer is not a master of love, neither of manipulation. He is the master of the ephemeral, of what is fleeting and brief and transient to the extreme. There is guilt if you care, because you're not building out of indifference. Because when you don't care, you cheat yourself of desire itself in everything leading to pleasure, as if the only pleasure that can be sacred are only those labeled as such. The masquerade is a dance. It is a road that goes in circles and ebbs and flows, and always ends with the first light. Before the time comes, hold it tightly. When the time comes, let it go. We oftentimes build walls around ourselves, not allowing ourselves to feel because we were hurt in the past. Our walls protect us from getting hurt again, but they also deny us to properly express ourselves and enjoy real love in relationships. Our need to control and our fear of it leaving us turns us into closed creatures, never to enjoy what the universe is giving us. Use the shadow prompt. What walls do I put up when it comes to relationships? Is there something you are terrified of showing or giving in a new relationship because of something that happened in the past? How can you forgive and heal from it so that you do not deny your true and authentic expression of love? Why do we cling to our walls? It is because of our need for control. Love is chaotic and nobody can predict the future. But why deny the enjoyment of our present? This does not mean we don't practice healthy boundaries, but walls deny us what we can truly enjoy from the universe. Use the Grabovia code 10011051010 to find peace with it and allow your walls to come down. If you want to know how to use Grabovia codes in your sessions for meditating or journaling, check out the link above or in the description box below. I hope this session gives you something to work on. Pick up your shadow journals and let's start finding our inner and true authentic self. I'll try to post more pick a card every week depending on my schedule, so that gives you some time to sit with your shadow prompt and begin working on positive changes to a new life. If you found something new about yourself, don't forget to comment and share with others as well. This not only helps build courage and self-esteem, but it also encourages others that they are not alone. I'll see you in the next session. Namaste. The card that he picked is Bride in a Cage and is represented by the waning crescent moon. It is illustrated with a gorgeous white wedding dress that shines through the neon gray artificial light of the evening. It is worn by a mannequin with a disassociated skeleton head. It seems like a happy place, if not for the light. The mannequin stares at the outside while a purple laser grid cage holds it in. The sentence that resonates with this is, did we die waiting for the perfect day? Or were we never alive? What this card says is that when we put the good of our life just in our expectations, we can dismiss the present, waiting for the dawn we know will arrive. The future becomes a shopping cart. It needs a little bit of this, a bit of that, a few kilograms of that, and also a couple of boxes of another this. When we look at it, it shines like a brand new day in a commercial. And as it happens with commercials, when the future comes, it's not exactly perfect. The smile is forced. The day is too hot or too cold. The kiss is dry. The lion limps softly and doesn't roar. As long as something is not there, but is pushed further along the timeline, we have the luxury to take it off our reality and treat it as a fantasy. We push forward and we push forward until we actually catch up with our dream, and then we crush. The future should not feel like a cage, not even a gilded, wonderful, handmade designer cage. The future is a tree, gnarled, rough to the touch, full of flowers, only in spring, dense and damp through the rain, absolutely imperfect. Oftentimes, we want to chase perfection. We want the perfect job, the perfect house, the perfect spouse. We make stories in our heads, a narrative of this dream life that we want. But we forget that nothing is perfect, and with the perfect job, there will be times of stress and colleagues that are toxic. Our perfect house requires constant repairs, and the perfect spouse has a temper sometimes. Because they don't fit into the stories we tell ourselves, we then try to seek for this perfection elsewhere or distract ourselves. We leave our jobs, procrastinate on repairs, and find distractions with friends when we don't like our spouse's behavior. What we should do is nurture and grow with what we have, so that our relationships can foster into something fulfilling instead of perfect. Ask yourself in your shadow prompt today, what seems imperfect to you right now and why? Ask yourself if this is something that you can work on, as there are some things you can run away from, like a narcissistic abuser. How can you grow from it and be grateful for it? Think about the jobless, the homeless, and those lonely without a partner. You want sustainability, so use the Grabovia code 97318541218 to enter into those vibrations. If you want to know how to use Grabovia codes in your sessions for meditating or journaling, check out the link above or in the description box below. I hope this session gives you something to work on. Pick up your shadow journals and let's start finding our inner and true authentic self. I'll try to post more pick a card every week depending on my schedule, so that gives you some time to sit with your shadow prompt and begin working on positive changes to a new life. If you found something new about yourself, don't forget to comment and share with others as well. This not only helps build courage and self-esteem, but it also encourages others that they are not alone. I'll see you in the next session. Namaste. You chose the card, Is This Me? The card relates to the new moon phase and is illustrated as a dark fantasy female warrior with pale skin and shrouded by a scanty spiked bikini armor. She holds a fang-backed hilted sword against a background of fire and ruin. The sentence that relates to the card is, I cannot recognize myself as I can't remember the road that led me here. How can I see the road ahead? This card is not about an affirmation, but rather a question. Is this me? Can I recognize myself? Maybe yes, maybe no. But for sure, I had lost the road once. The last time I stopped to really think about it, in my heart, I feel maybe like the high school girl that went to the prom. But truly, I am now 45 and I weigh thrice. I feel my true self as the kid that wanted to play soccer with the Real Madrid. All this while punching numbers on an Excel file out in an insurance office. It is not necessarily sometimes negative as a dream lost or corrupted. I could see myself as love is the most important thing in my life. But actually, I have a very well-paid job that makes me travel and I sleep alone in hotel rooms. When did we last look at ourselves in the mirror? Do we like what we are? Make no excuses because the choices of what made us who we are our responsibility. If an old dream is dead, it's time to dream anew. If the dream is alive, it's time to go back to it. We have to contemplate when we get this card is what have we lost in ourselves as life begins to take over, giving us new responsibilities. Do we have to sacrifice something and tuck away a dream? Your shadow prompt for this will be, what dreams did I have as a child I can pursue now? You don't have to give everything up, but if there's a passion you always had since you were young, this shadow prompt should ignite something in you to pursue it. Even if it's simple like cooking or playing an instrument. The important thing is, we have to nurture our shadow child, and by repressing the fire within us, we repress our one true self. If your dreams are one that has to do with wealth, such as becoming the CEO of a company, use 719-7413-1981. Or if you wanted to become famous or something such as a musician or even the most well-known cook, use the Grabovio code 8277247 for the energies of fame. If you want to know how to use Grabovio codes in your sessions for meditating or journaling, check out the link above or in the description box below. I hope this session gives you something to work on. Pick up your shadow journals and let's start finding our inner and true authentic self. I'll try to post more pick a card every week depending on my schedule, so that gives you some time to sit with your shadow prompt and begin working on positive changes to a new life. If you found something new about yourself, don't forget to comment and share with others as well. This not only helps build courage and self-esteem, but it also encourages others that they are not alone. I'll see you in the next session. Namaste.